Girls, does you know? Do you have any words for your populace?
She's gonna go to a nunnery.
Make the
Yes.
Erica Bint Sit Alsara Simone Ardi Bella Morte von Detter Olfgar Shelter Bani Thorvaldsen Blue with Three Mountains Pompeo Rufina and Decimus Marius Gavinus Botanicus. Please present yourself before their majesty. I was gonna say
That's fine.
Olfgar was here.
He's out. And then you know what? All right.
We're getting Olfgar in a second. We're gonna pull voice here. We're the worst.
But Olgar and Blue. Yeah, she's not here yet. All right. Can we hold up? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's solid Friday night before you're done.
Love it.
Big enough.
So some of you may know these gentles. If you don't, I highly recommend that you seek them out and get to know them. They are each and every one amazing. And I wanted to take a minute tonight to say thank you to each of you. You each served a different role during this reign, often behind the scenes, but incredibly pivotal to make sure that we could do the things that we need to do. So I wanted to go ahead and give each of you one of my forget-me-nots.
In the days when Millennium ruled as princess, with Skolanus by her side, she wished to commend those who had been of special service to the coronet. It was she who established the award of the forget-me-not, to be given by the princesses of Antir at their pleasure. Likewise, did Morag, first queen of Antir, determined that service to the sovereign was worthy of honor and chose to continue to present the forget-me-not to those who had distinguished themselves in service. To this day, personal service to the sovereign of Antir has been recognized by the soul of forget-me-not, and today Queen Anna is pleased to give this beloved memento onto Erica, Simone, Ulfgar, Blue, Rufina, and Gavis. Lovey McDaniel, Seamus McGrayhan, Gudrun Edmondsdottir, Angelica Al Medina, Leia Misty Shores, Rose Blackburn, Michelino Di Giano Martini, Elistar Madrona, Shannon Nicole, and Aaron O'Brien. Please present yourself before their majesty.
These amazing folks spent a huge amount of this reign following me around. Picking up stuff, I sat down and then turned around and went, where did I put that? And generally making sure that I looked well put together to anybody that wasn't in the know. So I wanted to take a moment and say thank you to each of you with my forget-me-not. I thoroughly enjoyed having you attending us, and hopefully you didn't hate it so much you won't come back next time. That's right. There. We go. Yeah. All right.
You know, I don't miss the days when it's one at time. Final word. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Oh, yes. That's yeah. Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Can you understand one of these?
The other day, as Amelia ruled as princess, was Selena's by her side. She wished to commend those who had been of special service to the coronet. It was she who established the award of Forget-Me-Not to be given by the princesses of Antier at their pleasure. Likewise, Denora, first queen of Antier, determined that service to the sovereign was worthy of honor and chose to continue to present the Forget-Me-Not to those who had distinguished themselves in service. To this day, personal service to the sovereign of Antier has been recognized by the bestowal of the Forget-Me-Not, and today, Anna is pleased to give this beloved memento unto Levy, Rehan, Goodred, Angelica, Leah, Rob, the apologies, Leah, Rose, Michelino, Alice, Elstar, and Shannon and Eric.
Yeah.
Okay.
All-Star had this.
Thank you.
Your Majesty, there's one other number that
Oh,
needs to be
that's
around.
right. Shannon, here.
Nice thing. Yay, okay.
All right. So, a little birdie told us that you received an AOA in kite. But since that time, you've discovered a new you. And we wanted to honor that by giving you a new AOA from Montier. Real name.
Hail the explorer, Shannon McConnell, who finds themselves deep in a new and grand adventure. We, Nikolai, August King, and Anna, Spirited Queen, beam upon their faces, hear tales of their deeds, and welcome them warmly to this our kingdom. We therefore are minded to award them arms, attested here by our true mark and great seal, set this 11th day of July on Societatis 60.
Right.
Juliana of Tregoni, Llewellyn Cole, Barbjorn Singri, Lisette de la Rosa, Barbara Sevchenkova, Eric Magnus, Ainsley Goldhart, and Finn Basin. Please present yourself before their majesties.
Anything I promise.
Yes.
Nope, she made you a crown. Oh, wait, no. I
Oh, you took it.
we wanted to take a moment and acknowledge the ridiculous amount of time that these individuals and the others named spent weaving trim to create a beautiful outfit for us last weekend. It was almost completely trim, so thank you for doing that. And it was absolutely gorgeous, and it was personalized to us, and thank you for all of that time. Yes, so we are giving them the bountiful hands. Yay, all joyous. All right.
Deborah and Lindsay Longtail, Simone.
They are and
Don't she say?
Oh, she might be eating. That's fine.
Remember.
No, it's fine. We'll harass her later. Again, you have paid a ridiculous amount of largesse and items and support the crown over our reign, and we wanted to take a moment and say thank you for everything that you've done, both the physical largesse, but also just emotional support and love. And we wanted to also give you a bountiful hand.
Huzzah.
Oh, all the things. Okay, great. I know.
Rifkin, Ilgaska Star's daughter, Vivian Nick Oldun, Maria, Karkashina, Karen, D-String, Constances, Mateus, Livia Alexandra Severa. All right.
That's fine. Yeah.
For Angelica Alminiano, Eduardo Francisco Maria de Tresia, Elizabeth Blackburn, Gulane Kuzari, Ismay of Bookway, Catherine Sun, that one, McFarland of Moira Ramsey, Naaman Coulter, Simca Ben Yusuf, and William Terrell.
All right. This is a really long list of names, and it's very long because it takes literally dozens of people to help the crown look as amazing as they do. And ironically, a bunch of them are upstairs sewing for our ears, I think, or maybe us. I don't know. We have new clothes tomorrow too. We wanted to say thank you for all the time and love that you put into our outfits. We feel it every time we put them on, as long as it's not a straight pin. Yes, thank you. And we would like to give you a clothier's favor. So these are little needle cases that I made by my hand, specifically to say thank you. So
For the generosity of these wonderful dentals and all the service that they bestow upon all of us. A joyous noise. Caitlin Ian with Donna Hale. Yes. Please come before the match.
go ahead.
Hail the explorer, Caitlin, who finds himself deep in the new and grand adventure. Around fires and throughout rank courts, their deeds and presence have been witnessed. Hear now our words of appreciation and thanks. We, Nikolai, August King, and Anna's spirited queen, beam upon their face, hear tales of their deeds, and welcome them warmly to this our kingdom. We therefore are minded to award them arms. Attested here by our true marks and great seals set this 11th day of July on a Societatis 60.
Thank you. You become an integral part of your community, and we wanted to make sure that you knew that folks see what you do and they appreciate you.
For the newest arbiter of Antir, a joyful noise.
And that lovely charter was painted by Eleanor. Yes.
Wolfgar von Rothenburg, please come before their majesties.
Or represented.
Or represented there.
Oh.
That's me, that's me. Yay.
In a fit of irony, I'm actually going to be giving a forget-me-not back to the person who made them. Wolfgar, you have gone so far above and beyond for us, I can't actually put it into words. Somebody should make you a laurel. Make sure and tell our heirs. And I wanted to not only recognize you today with one of the forget-me-nots that you so lovingly created for me, but also with a bountiful hand, because you are not only an amazing artisan, you share that art so joyfully and generously, and we very much appreciate you.
Through this day, personal service to the sovereigns of Antir have been recognized by the bestowal of the forget-me-nots, and today Queen Anna is pleased to give this beloved memento unto Wolfgar.
anybody hasn't seen it yet, this belt that I've been wearing the entire time, he made it for me as a present. And then he handed it to me and said, I hope this is okay.
I asked for another one, and I don't have one.
Thank you, Wolfgang, for your wonderful gifts.
Okay.
Rowan, Anyanka, and Livia, please come before their majesties, our parents.
Only one. That's okay. You're a favorite.
Sorry,
So generally at the end of a reign, we like to acknowledge our offspring because we love you and we understand that this is not a job you volunteered for or even necessarily wanted us to volunteer for. And you have been an amazing, supportive offspring. I can't call you child. I know, and your siblings, and I love you for it. So we wanted to give you a lion's pride and also my forget-me-not. And this actually is not a charter, but I did that on purpose because I'd like to actually work with you after this season to create one with you. So.
For the sacrifices of family, we are truly grateful. A joyous noise. Haldora Bjorn, Edward Ian Anderson. Please come before you, Haldora and a representative. Please come before their master.
I didn't do it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, or whatever you want.
Let me know how that works for you.
You don't have a sword. We wanted to take a moment and just say thank you to both of you. You've been attached to us from the moment that we have arrived on site to the moment that you close the car door and say, no, really get out. You have helped us stay on track. You've made sure that we had everything that we needed when we needed it, sometimes including basic things like water. And we couldn't have done this without both of you. And thank you so much. So,
Of that, it's you taught me the way to try and be the best thing that I could be, and I appreciate it.
this is a pro statement. Yeah. Did you tell him what it says on the bottom?
Yeah.
You can tell him later.
Yeah.
All right.
For the generosity of time and heart, a joyful noise. Buckingham and Morgan of Wood 10, they come before their majesty.
I know Morgan's not here, but I hopefully she'll be watching the live stream. When you run a household and you try and reign at the same time, it's basically a disaster. And the two of you held together our household through the entirety of the reign. You suffered not just the fact that you had to deal with that and are fantastic people, but you also did it and were not able to spend as much time with us during the reign of us. And so these are my king's favorites. One for you.
You also grew the household. So
Yeah,
like,
you're doing good.
So thank you. Thank you both for everything. And they're so excited to hand it right back to us.
Mistress Lisa and Master Alistair, would you please come before their majesty?
So I wanted to take a second and acknowledge these two amazing individuals. They are artisans, elegant, chivalry. Not only do they serve in those capacities, every single reign for the last several that I can remember, they have donated AOA circlets made by Mistress Lisa repeatedly, also to some of the principalities. You're in the hundreds at this point, and cups like the ones that we just handed out. And you, I know, are in the hundreds. And that is an immeasurable amount of service. So please hear the words of our herald.
Generosity is a foundational bedrock for any kingdom. But there are those individuals whose generosity shines so brightly, the sun broods and envy breeds. Such generosity is deserving of recognition, and thus, Nick and Inga, 55th King and Queen of the Sable Lion Thrones, created the award of the Mondes San Nicolas to honor those individuals who have gone above and beyond the obligations of fealty and worth to contribute to Ontier's word fame through the donation of time, goods, and services for the creation of largesse, clothing for the crowns, and kingdom regalia. Today, Nikolai and Anna, 84th King and Queen of the Sable Lion Thrones, chose to continue this tradition and chose to recognize Lisa and Alistair and award them with the Magnus St. Nicholas on this 11th day of July on a Society of 60. Thank you, friend. Yes. Your Majesties, the recipients of the Queen's Guard Spear have a presentation for your court. In the history of Ontier, there have been many. Guarding who some would say is our kingdom's highest source of inspiration. To some, this privilege is a way to be of service. To others, guarding this great inspiration is a way to show our love to Ontier. Before the Great Dark Plague at the time of Queen Grafina I, one person distinguished themselves in quiet service, steadfast trustworthiness, and companionship that she felt compelled to publicly honor such works. Thus, the honor of the Queen's Guard Spear came to be, a token that has traditionally been given once per reign at the complete discretion of the Queen. For many of us, this spear is the visible word fame of their continued service. There are 14 of them who hold 15 spears. Your Majesty, they come now to present the 16th spear to you.
I'm right here. So I actually went and read the report description, and I can give you spears. So I'm gonna do that because I had two amazing guards that were basically with me, one or the other or both, the entire reign. So, Levy. Hi, friends. It's ironic that you're not behind me. You've been so much a part of this family of retinue that we've grown, and you're always there to lend a hand with anything we need, even if it's bouncing wacky ideas off of you. So
Even tried digging the shirt off his back. And he didn't.
literally. Yeah. So
Sure. It was the best.
I would like to give you this today. A tip cover. Sure, we'll go with that. Thank you. That's the word. All right. Was created by the other recipient of my spear, with my B on it. So please use it as you will, serve other queens, although I would absolutely love to have you back if we ever manage to sit in these. So, thank you.
Generosity. Francis Darcy, please come before the Majesty.
Hello, my friend. The we're giving out a lot of thank yous. And we would be remiss if we missed you. First, and probably least important, I would like to give you my forget-me-not for all of the things that you've done for us this spring. Well, compared to the other things. Well, I am glad. The other thing that I have the privilege of giving out once per ring is for someone who has done some service for me. And the number of times that you and I connected and already figured out that our brains were tied together, the number of times you asked the questions that I didn't think to ask, and were willing to talk through situations and possibilities that we never imagined we would have to think through. We wanted to go ahead and recognize you today with the oar and heart.
Unbelievable service, a dedicated heart. The Or and Argent Throne's favorite forget-me-not for Francis Darcy on this 11th day of July on the Society of the 16th. Let's go!
Okay, so the next set of awards are for folks that we know are not going to be able to make it, but we would like to read them into court so that they can still receive the award at a later time. If a representative is here that would like to take it to deliver it, that's great. You don't need to stay unless you would simply like to give them right out. So thank you all for coming to our short court.
New tidings are at hand, my friends, which none in Ontario had foreseen, neither for mountains tall, nor the seas vast, nor the valleys wide and low. Leviathan McLeod has shown us promise and strengthened our hearts, and so we, wise King Nikolai and learned Queen Anna, wish to encourage them as they have encouraged us, and so give unto them an award of arms lit upon this July 11th out of Society of 16. I just guessed it that. For the newest armature, a joyous noise! Generosity is a foundational bedrock for any kingdom, but there are those individuals whose generosity shines so bright the sun broods in envy green. Such generosity is deserving of recognition, and thus Vic and Inga, 55th King and Queen of the Sable Lion Thrones, created the award of the Main de St. Nicholas to honor those individuals who have gone above and beyond the obligations of fealty and rank to contribute to Ontario's word fame through the donation of time, goods, services, and services to the creation of largesse, clothing for the crowns, and kingdom regalia. Today, Nikolai and Anna, 84th King and Queen of the Sable Lion Thrones, choose to continue this tradition and choose to recognize Warren of Essex and award him the Main de St. Nicholas on this 11th day of July on a Society of 16.
So if you don't know Warren, he creates a lot of metalwork medallions. And in particular, he created and donated the 3 premier medallions for the Order of the Mark, as well as some work for us for another award that we gave earlier in the reign. So we wanted to say thank you to him for that work and time.
The next award is the Heart of Hospitality. Spare rendered to the King and Queen, hospitality and heart. Thanks be to Sir, given this 11th of July on a Society of 16.
So Sir Spare was not only our camp master during this reign, he constantly was checking on us, making sure that we had food, that we had drink, that we had a place to stay, that we remembered that we needed to yourselves. And so we wanted to take a moment and say thank you to him for all of his efforts.
In the days when Mylene ruled as princess with Skolannis by her side, she wished to commend those who had been of special service to the coronet. It was she who established the award of the Forget-Me-Not to be given by the princesses of Antir at their pleasure. Likewise, Dimorak, first queen of Antir, determined that service to the sovereign was worthy of honor and chose to continue to present the Forget-Me-Not for those who have distinguished themselves in service. To this day, personal service to the sovereign of Antir has been recognized by the bestowal of the Forget-Me-Not, and today Queen Anna is pleased to give this beloved memento onto Sithmain Ian Schmedmy, apologies, and Gideon Finlay. Okay.
Yep. Maybe not. That's okay. I'll get it.
Okay. All right. Christmas Carol, Judith of Three Mountains, and Claire Delaire are being awarded the Bountiful Hand.
They also did all the we did.
And Vestia, Antonia Aurelia, and Karen Eleanor of Eccleshall, all of these, are also being awarded royal clothier favors.
Wow. Right. Okay. So that's it for this evening. Thank you so much for coming out. Please make sure and go visit our vigilance this evening. I believe there are 3. Yes. So are they all in this hotel?
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. So that's what we're going to be. We can't wait to see you there. Second, third floor. Second, third. All right.
This dispense the court of their royal majesties, Nikolai and I.
Yeah.